Good morning, students. Thank you very much, students, for clicking on my video. I am your Nagini ma'am, chemistry mentor. So today I am going to discuss about the some basic concepts of chemistry. First PUC topic molecular mass and formula mass. Okay, na? So in today's section, I'm going to discuss about the what is molecular mass, what is formula mass. Clear, students? And what is the empirical formula, that all I'm going to discuss. So first of all, what is the definition of molecular mass? So what is the molecular mass? See, students, molecular mass. What is the molecular mass? It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in a molecule. What is the definition, students? It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in the molecule. Present in a molecule. So what is molecular mass, students? It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in a molecule. Okay, that is called molecular mass. And what is the formula mass? Now see, students, what is the formula mass? What is the formula mass? It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in the empirical formula. Are you following? Present in its empirical formula. So what is the definition, students? What is the formula mass? It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in the empirical formula. Clear this one? Present in the empirical formula. That is nothing but formula mass, students. Clear? So what is the empirical formula? How to find it? So first of all, I'm going to discuss about the empirical formula, students. Then I will discuss about the molecular mass and formula mass. I will take some examples. In that examples, I will give the clarity about the molecular mass and the formula mass. First of all, what is the empirical formula? See, students, what is empirical formula? The simplest form of the molecular formula is called empirical formula. Clear? What is empirical formula, students? Empirical formula. What is empirical formula? It is the simplest form. Simplest form of the molecular formula. Clear, students? Molecular formula. Simplest form of the molecular formula is called empirical formula, students. Okay, now I am going to discuss about the molecular formula. See here, I am taking one example, students. Molecular formula. One molecular formula you take. Molecular formula is equal to C2H6. C2H6. This is the molecular formula of ethane. Correct? What is the compound name? Ethane. Correct? Two carbons are there. CnH2n plus 2. General formula. It is the ethane, students. This is the molecular formula. What is its empirical formula? What I told you, empirical formula. The simplest form of the molecular formula. This is the molecular formula. What is an empirical formula? Empirical formula. Empirical formula means simplest form of the molecular formula. So here simplest form, how to write, students? Here 2, here in this 2 6, which table is cancelled, students? Second table will get cancelled. Correct? How many times here? One time. Here 3 times. Okay, still we can cancel, students. We cannot cancel. Correct? This is the simplest form. Still we cannot write. Are you following? So that much simplest form of the molecular formula is calling as empirical formula. So what we can write? CH3. This is the empirical formula of ethane. Are you following? So molecular formula is C2H6 ethane. What is the simplest form of ethane? Oh, CH3. This is the empirical formula. Are you following? So for empirical formula, For molecular formula students, we can calculate the molecular mass. What we can calculate? Molecular mass we can calculate. What about empirical formula? Empirical formula, by using this we can calculate the formula mass. What we can calculate students? Formula mass. Okay now. So if you calculate the mass of C2H6 ethane, that is equal to molecular mass. If you calculate the empirical formula mass CH3, okay, an empirical formula mass of CH3, then you will get the formula mass. Are you clear this one? So that's why I told you definition. Molecular mass is nothing but sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in a molecule. It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in the empirical formula. That is nothing but formula mass. Clear students, empirical formula? One more example I will give you students. This is the example 1. Now see another example students. Example 2. Suppose I am taking the molecular formula of glucose. What is the formula students? C6H12O6. This is the glucose molecular formula. Okay now. So what is empirical formula students? Empirical formula of glucose, what students? Empirical formula of glucose is nothing but simplest form of the molecular formula. So here in this numbers, which table will get cancelled? Second table, 2 3s, 2 6 and 2 3s. Correct? Second table will get cancelled. Are you clear this one? Second table. And here third table will get cancelled. 3 1s are, 3 2s are, 3 1s are. Correct? So we can write, or otherwise directly sixth table also we can cancel. 6 1s are, 6 2s are, 6 1s are. That means what you will get students here? Simplest ratio. Empirical formula, what we can write? Carbon 1, hydrogen 2, oxygen 1. Are you following? CH2O. Clear? So generally we can write it as CH2O. So this is the empirical formula of glucose. That means we are writing empirical formula for the molecular formula. That is the simplest form. Are you following? Empirical formula indicates the simplest form of the molecular formula. Clear this one? So from the molecular formula we can calculate the empirical formula. Now you take one more example students. Water molecule I am taking. Suppose water molecule. Water is the molecular formula H2O. Correct? Water molecular formula what students? Third example, water molecular formula. So molecular formula of water is molecular formula of water H2O. Correct? H2O. What is its empirical formula students? This is water molecular formula. Okay. Now see students, what is its empirical formula? We can write the empirical formula of water. We cannot write because hydrogens 2 atoms, 1 oxygen atom is there. Already it is the simplest form. We cannot write the simplest form. Are you following? Here 2 is there, here 1 is there. So we cannot, here in this numbers, tables are not cancelling. Are you following? So but in this example, see students, 2 6 are there. That means here in the 2 6 same table should get cancelled. And here also C6H12O6, 6 to 12O6, so same table will get cancelled. But in the case of water, H2O, that means here 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen is there. Here tables we cannot cancel. Are you following? This we cannot write in the simplest form. So that's the empirical formula of water, also water H2O only. Are you clear? H2O only. Understanding students? Okay. So empirical formula of water is H2O only. Clear? Clear students? Now one more example, see molecular formula of water and molecular formula of methane, CH4. This is the methane kada. Methane molecular formula is CH4. What is its empirical formula students? We can write empirical formula CH4. We can write into simplest form. We cannot write. So that's why CH4 only empirical formula. That means methane molecular formula and empirical formula same, and water empirical formula molecular formula same. We cannot write into simplest form. Are you following students? So if suppose if we can write into simplest form, that is the empirical formula. If we cannot write into simplest form also, that is the molecular formula. In that case, molecular formula, empirical formula, both are same. Are you understanding? So now how to find the molecular mass, formula mass? Okay. So for the empirical formula we can calculate the we can calculate the formula mass. Here I told you, for empirical formula we can calculate formula mass, for molecular formula we can calculate molecular mass. Are you understanding, students? So molecular mass we can calculate for the molecular formula mass we can calculate for the empirical formula. Are you clear this one? Now see, students, here this what are the examples I am taking here, that 4 examples I am calculating the molecular weight and empirical formula mass. So first I am going to take formula, molecular formula, next empirical formula, molecular formula, molecular mass, empirical formula, formula mass I will discuss, students. See here, first column. Now see, students, molecular formula, here I am taking the 4 columns. One is molecular formula, molecular mass. So for molecular formula we can calculate molecular mass. Now I am writing the empirical formula. For empirical formula we can calculate the formula mass. Are you clear? So what is the molecular formula? First example what I am taking, ethane C2H6. What is its molecular mass, students? What is the molecular mass? 2 carbons are there. Okay, now here I am going to calculate, students. 2 carbons means how much? Nana? Each carbon atomic mass is 12. Atomic mass is 12 kada. Here 2 different elements are there, carbon, hydrogen. So here what is the molecular mass? I told you definition. Molecular mass, it is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in a molecule. All the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements. So here which elements are there, students? Here carbon, hydrogen, 2 elements are there. So these 2 elements atomic masses you have to do sum. Clear? So 2 carbons are there. Each carbon atomic mass is 12. 2 carbons means 24, students. 24. And hydrogen atomic mass is 1. But 6 hydrogens are there. 6 into 1, 6. 24 plus 6, how much, students? 30 atomic. 30 is the molecular mass. So what is the answer, students? 30 is the molecular mass. That is molecular mass of ethane. What is its empirical formula? C2H6 simplest form is what, students? CH3. This is the empirical formula. C2H6 simplest form is CH3. Here second table 1 time, second table 1 time, second table 3 times. CH3 will get. This is empirical formula. Then how to find the formula mass? You have to find the formula mass for empirical formula. So carbon atomic mass 12, 3 hydrogens atomic mass 3. So atomic masses of, what is the formula mass definition? It is the sum of the atomic masses of all the elements present in the empirical formula. So all the elements you have to take their atomic weights, so sum. So carbon atomic weight 12, hydrogen atomic mass 1, 3 atoms are there, 3. Total how much, students? 15. So this is the 15 is the molecular formula mass. Are you clear this one? This is the formula mass of ethane. Are you following? Formula mass of ethane. Now see, students, second example I am taking water molecule. So this is the molecular formula. What is its molecular mass, students? 2 hydrogens are there, 2. 1 oxygen. Each oxygen atomic mass is 16. Total 18. So this is the molecular mass of water. Okay, now 18. So we are doing just atomic masses of all the elements we are taking and doing sum. We'll get the molecular mass. What is its empirical formula? Water we can write into simplest form, we cannot write. So that's a molecular formula is equal to empirical formula in the case of water. So empirical formula of water also H2O. Then what is the formula mass, students? For water you have to find. So already we calculated 18 we got. So that is the formula mass. That means formula mass, molecular mass both are same in case of water. Okay, now see, students, last example CH4. What about the methane? What is the compound name? Methane. So this is the methane, students. Methane. Okay, this is ethane. Okay, this is water. Okay, listen, methane CH4. How many carbons? 1 carbon, atomic mass 12, 4 hydrogens are there. 12 plus 4, how much, students? 16. So what is the molecular mass? 16. CH4 we can write simplest form, empirical formula we cannot write. So Empirical formula is equal to the molecular formula CH4 only. So what is the formula mass, students? CH4 formula mass, molecular mass, both are same only. So 16 only. Clear this one? So like this you have to find the molecular formula and molecular mass and empirical formula mass. Molecular mass, formula mass. So molecular mass we can calculate for the molecular formula. Formula mass we can calculate for empirical formula. Clear this, students? What is an empirical formula? Empirical formula is nothing but simplest form of the molecular formula. Clear, Nana? So this is nothing but empirical formula. I hope you like this video, students. Thank you very much, students. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel, students. Thank you very much.